The calendar is the heartbeat of any law practice. The PIP2010 calendar module is full-featured and has all the tools necessary to help you efficiently and effectively manage your firm's calendar. This video will provide instruction on how to add, edit, and delete calendar events. There are or will be separate videos to cover other features of the calendar module, including an overview which covers navigation and filtering of calendar events, the pop-up warning system, and the rules-based calendaring template manager. Before we get started, it is important to note that the PIP system allows events to be entered in one of three different ways. 1 as events related to a case, 2 as events related to a contact, and 3 as events unrelated to either a case or contact. Let's start by adding an event for a case. Open the PIP 2010 and navigate to the Cases module. In the List view, select a case to navigate to the Case Details screen. Make sure that you are currently viewing the case for which you want to enter a calendar event. If not, click on the Find function in the Utility toolbar to enter the Find mode. Type in all or part of the case name in the Case Name field and hit the Enter button to find your case. Click on the Calendar tab in the middle of your screen. To enter a new calendar event, click on either of the following buttons. 1 at the bottom of the Calendar tab, click on the Add Event to Calendar button. Or 2, click on the Calendar Event button in the Case Information box in the upper part of your screen. Please note that the Calendar Event button is available to add an event for a case when viewing any tab in the Case Details screen. You will be presented with the Add Calendar Event dialog box. At the top of this dialog box, it should state Enter Calendar Event for, and then display the name of the case to which the event will be related. The Date Start field will automatically populate with today's date, which is obtained from the operating system. To change the date start or end fields, click the icon in the right side of the field. A small pop-up calendar will appear, and you can navigate to select the desired date. To type the date directly into the field, use the backspace key to clear the field, and then type in the date. Both the Enter key and the Tab key will advance to the next field. The All-Day Event field is used to indicate that an event will last for 1 or more days, and that the event does not have a specific start or end time. This function is important if you have purchased and used the sync modules for either Outlook or iCal, since those programs have special features for all-day events. In this example, we are going to enter a calendar event for a meeting with our client, Maryland Test Case. Let's select 4 p.m. for the start time and select 5 p.m. as the end time for our 1-hour meeting. We will also select False in the All-Day Event field. Please note, there are some special rules that you need to be aware of when entering dates and times. First, if you mark an event as an all-day event, then the fields for start time and end time will be replaced with blank entries. This is consistent with the way that iCal and Outlook handle all-day events. Second, if you leave the end date field blank when entering an all-day event, the end date will be set to the next calendar day. Third, for events that are not all-day events, if you leave the end date field blank, the end date will be set to the same date as the start date. Fourth, for events that are not all-day events, if you leave the end time field blank, then the end time field will be set to the same time as the start time. And fifth, for events that are not all-day events, if you leave both the start time and end time fields blank, then the start time will be set to the default time for the active user as set in the Preferences module for that user. The Event Type field is used to describe the nature of the event. Unlike the Description field, the event type should be as short as possible since it is used in the display of the event in the week and month views. If your event type descriptions are too long, they may not fully display in those calendar views. For events like trial dates and depositions, we suggest you use the words trial and deposition. For the meeting with our client, we suggest using Client Meeting. For the event location, please enter Our Office. For events at other locations, we suggest entering the full address in this field. You will also note that this field has a type ahead feature which speeds up data entry. The description field should be used to provide as much detail as necessary regarding the event. There is no limit to the amount of text that can be entered. To expand the description field, enlarge the window by dragging the bottom right corner. Next, assign a staff member to the event by selecting their initials from the pull-down menu. The Filter category field is an integral part of the Calendar module. By entering the appropriate filter category, the calendar filters allow you to view events in a meaningful way. For more information on the importance and use of calendar filters, please see the video entitled Calendar Overview Navigation and Filtering. For our client meeting, we will choose Special as the filter category. The Special category is reserved for events that are related to a case, but do not logically fit into any other filter category. Please note, if you do not select a filter category for the event, the category will be set to Special by default. When you are finished entering the new calendar event, click on the Save button. To enter an event related to a contact, navigate to the Contacts module and select the contact to whom you wish to associate the event. Select Calendar Event from the utility toolbar. You will notice that the Add Calendar Event dialog box looks a little different. It does not contain a filter category field. That is because the filter category is automatically set to contacts. Other than this difference, events related to contacts are entered in exactly the same way as events related to cases. To enter an event unrelated to either a case or a contact, you must first navigate to the Calendar module. Select New Event from the utility toolbar. Events that are unrelated to either a case or a contact are categorized as unique in the Calendar Filter category field. Therefore, you will notice that the Add Calendar Event dialog box does not contain a filter category field. The only way to add and view calendar events that are unrelated to a case or contact is through the Calendar module. But please note, if you want to unassign a case from either a case or contact, click on the small icon of the folder with the red X on top of it next to the event, and the event will be converted into a unique event. Editing calendar events is very straightforward. To edit an event from the Calendar module, simply click on the Event field. You will be presented with the appropriate Edit dialog box for the type of calendar event. Deleting calendar events from the Calendar module is accomplished by clicking on the trash can icon to the right of the event. Whenever you delete a calendar event, you will be presented with a Delete Confirmation dialog box. This part of the process protects you against accidental deletions. For events related to cases, the Edit and Delete features are also available from the Case Calendar tab in the Case Details screen. Let's take a look at this feature. Navigate to the Cases module and click on the Calendar tab. To edit a case from this screen, click on the Event field. You will be presented with the Edit Event dialog box. This is the exact same dialog box as the one you are presented with when you edit an event related to a case from the Calendar module. Another navigation tool is available to you from this screen. Navigate to the specific date of the calendar event in the Calendar module by clicking on the Date field. This method of navigating to a case calendar event is useful when you want to sync the event to Outlook or iCal, since you now have access to the Synchronize icon for the event in the Calendar module. On a final note, we have given you the ability to assign the event to a different staff member directly from the Day view in the Calendar module.